Well, I guess we're clocking in at 4:54 this morning. Well, good morning, guys. It's Monday morning here. I just got half of the heifers fed, and now I'm gonna go feed the milk cow, get the TMR done. And we got Uncle Bob and Miles milking, I think. So we're gonna getting going this morning, getting everybody fed and taken care of. Gotta have a little glow plug action this morning. It's a little chilly. Uh-oh. See if she starts now. The negative was a little bit loose. That's all it was. I might have to tighten it up a little later. Alright, let's get this baby fired up and warmed up. Make sure I don't have the AC on because it's too cold for all of that. Glow plugs again. Perfect. I don't know if you can see me, the light in this cab's not too good. But I'm gonna get the, there we go. I'm gonna let the mixture grind the triticale roll up, and let this, while that's going on, this is gonna pressure to warm up a little bit, and we'll start putting the silage into the mixture here after a while. Always leave the GX here at the trench overnight, just because, so I don't have to make 2 trips in the morning to get it over here. But the real downside of that is the dew on the windows, and I can't see nothing while I'm loading the mixture. But as you can see, I just turn around the trench and then dump it. Got enough silage in the mixer, and now I'm gonna take the tractor back to the commodity shed, and then I'll come back and get the mixer. and it looks really good actually. But this is we're adding it to the mixer now. We're just going to be adding 1 scoop because whenever you add either something new or something that you hadn't been putting in the mixer for a while, you always want to add a little at a time and eventually work your way up to the what you're supposed to be feeding, because you don't want to put too much of a change on the cows because it could mess their stomachs up. Alright, now we're going to be adding all of the commodities. We're going to be doing soybean meal, cottonseed, citrus, supplement, and ground corn in that order. Well, I got the feed let out. I only let out half of the load because we're still just filling up the mixer one time and doing one big load to feed in the morning, feed half in the morning and half in the afternoon. Probably a couple weeks we'll just go back to doing 2 a day, but for right now we're still just doing one big load. Now I'm gonna go feed the rest of the heifers, and after that we'll be feeding dry cows. Alright, we're going to give the dry cows their feed first, and then after we get back from feeding the rest of the heifers, we'll go and give them some silage. Alright, dry cows are fed, and the dry cow is actually a cow that's been milking, but she's within 2 months due to have a calf, so it's kind of her 2-month vacation. She's not milking. But then once she has a calf, she'll be back to milking. I never explain the difference. The dry cows got silage to them, and I'm gonna take the New Holland here and got a little bit of hay to put out. Well, I got the hay put out, and I'm gonna walk over here and change boots, get these muck boots off my feet, and then we'll be heading on to the next thing. All right, so a little farm update while I'm tying my boots up here. We finished sowing wheat last Thursday, I believe it was. So we're done with that. We got the drill put up and the seed cart put up and all that good stuff. The company that comes spread manure for us they haven't spread the pit empty yet, so they're supposed to come next week, I think. So we haven't finished sowing the triticale yet because of that. We will. We don't have very many companies around here that spread a bunch, so they're way behind. They got a ton of work to do, so that's why they haven't shown up here yet. But when they get here, we'll probably disc it all before then, so then we ain't got to wait for it to completely dry out before we can run over the turbo till and then sow it. So that'll probably be 2 weeks from now or so when we sow that. And the soybeans are close to getting ready. I don't know, probably maybe the end of this week, but probably next week we'll start on them. So we're starting to kind of wind down for the year, other than thrash soybeans. That's the last big thing we got to do. Also, we got over an inch of rain over the weekend, so that's good. It won't really help crops for this year, but we're building up moisture for next year, and it's good for all the wheat and the triticale that we do have sown, so you can get a good stand and grow a little bit before everything freezes up. It was in the 40s this morning, low 40s, and that's the way it is most of this week, I think. Low 40s, lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. I know for people up north that's not very cold at all, but for right here it's kind of pretty cold. All right, so if you'll remember, this piece here, which is on the roller, it's on the end of the twine arms. This little threads right here, so the spring, the spring goes on it like this, and then washer, and then nut go on there. So the twine will come out of the arm through, and then this is what puts it onto the roll actually. So the threads on the piece that's on the roll right now, these threads here broke. because I tightened it on there too hard last time. I had to fix it, but the reason I had to fix it because this spring here broke originally. But this is the spring I'm putting on there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the spring on there right now, and then I'll go and put this on the end of the arm in the roller. But I gotta have a tractor. But first we're gonna go ahead and put this on there. Wrong socket. This nut has Loctite on it, so it's hard to turn by hand. While I'm walking over here to the tractor, these are our new t-shirts that we have available. We have gray, blue, and red. The link to the website where you can buy them is in the description, so if you want a t-shirt, you can go get one. We'd really appreciate it. Crop update for you. To the right, these are oats, and then left we got wheat here. All the wheat, triticale, and oats that we've sown are up now, so that's good. Alright, I got the monitor hooked up here, and hopefully here in a little bit we'll get the arms moved to where we can work on them. Alright, I got the old one off here, and you can see it's broke right there. But I didn't film none of it because I was trying to do a lot of figuring out how everything works. But we're going to stick this one back on, and I'll try to show y'all the best I can. Not much space up in here to put y'all, and I got to have both hands for pretty much everything, so I'll try my best to show y'all how to put it back on. Alright, that should be good. Now we gotta fold it back down into here, and then there's an Allen screw that hooks up on it as well. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can see anything from where you are at, but we're gonna get this line back up and put back together here in a second. Alright, she's back together. Now I want to get back in the cab, turn the monitor back on, and I'll run it and make sure it's right. Alright, it works good. Perfect. So that's fixed. Better unhook this before someone takes off this tractor and takes all the wiring for the roller with it. That wouldn't be good at all. Alright guys, it's after lunch now, but the next thing is, this is the cornfield that we turned to a pasture. I don't know if you can tell, but the grass is coming up good. It's really small still. And that's volunteer corn coming up, but so that'll die whenever we get a frost, so don't worry about that right now. But last spring, I can't remember when exactly, but we got wood post all the way down that side of the field here, and last Friday and Saturday we've been coming down this whole side here, and that's the last post we got concrete and filled in. We got a couple posts we just ran out of time Saturday that are just sitting in the hole right now. So the ones in the corner are already set, but these 6 here and then the ones on the back end there are not set yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these here. I won't get them all done. I just got enough to do 3 for concrete because I gotta go. Let's go back to the milk barn here in a little bit, but we'll try to get these next 3 set. All right, got these 3 set, and they're about as straight. Well, they're straight if you hold your head sideways, we'll put it that way. But they'll hold a fence up. But now it's time to head to the barn, so I'm gonna head that away. I figure I better tighten up the battery cables on this one. I grabbed the wrong socket. I'm 0 for 2 today. Quick math, that's 0%. That ain't too good.
Time to milk now, guys. Well, about to start here, guys. All the milkers are washing now, so I'm gonna get the cows in here, and when they shut off, we'll be ready to go. Come on, girls, come on. They're a little camera shy. Come on, girls. For any of y'all that are new to the channel, we milk in a 12 by 12 parallel milking parlor. We like how it does. I mean, 12 or 24 at a time. We can knock out some cows here. But yeah, any of y'all that are new, that's how we operate things here. We first start off with dipping the teats with this Vanquish pre-dip. Just gets all any bacteria or stuff that's on there, just cleans it, gets it nice and clean before we put the milker on. Then we just wipe the teats down. Get any manure or debris that got on there from in between milkings. the milker on them. When we get a new cow in here that just calved, they'll still have colostrum, so we have to dump it in a bucket, which all you gotta do is unhook this pipe from to go in the tank and put it in the bucket, so that way the colostrum won't go in the tank. So as you can see, the milk is going in the bucket now instead of going under everything and going into the tank in there. Then after the cow's been milked, we hit them with this post dip. I believe it's called blockade, post dip, moisture, or whatever they call it. And that just tries to prevent them from getting any bacteria or anything, dirt and stuff from getting in their udder and stuff. But yeah, that's basically how you milk a cow here on Red Oak Dairy. Well, we got about 60 cows milked right now, so I'm gonna push all these cows up that are back here in the back, and we got a corral gate with it's got a line, and we got a button up there, and there's a motor on top of the corral gate, and you push the button up there, the gate will come forward and push the calves forward into the milk barn. Last group going in the barn right now. Come on, girls. Come on, girls, come on. Go, go, go. Ike's spraying out the barn now. I'm gonna go lock the cows up. Pretty hard to do with one hand. Well guys, got the cows locked up, just finished up milking. We hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all.